Hey folks, welcome to another TW video. You join us for our WWE 2022 save and our final ever all women's pay-per-view. We will be having another all women's show technically, but we'll have men featuring and matches in between just to get them on the card, which will be obviously the Mae Young Classic. But from now on, as I say, the Women's Revolution brand will cease to exist and our ladies will move to Raw and Smackdown. I feel now that I want to book just 2 shows to get on a bit quicker, and I feel like we've got enough women where we can have a fairly strong division and a bit of depth in both divisions on Raw and SmackDown. A few women have been called up from developmental for this particular show, and they will move to Raw and SmackDown, and it gives me a chance to book them fairly okay as we head towards WrestleMania 39 in March. So this is it. Evolution 2022, 61,102 in the Edward Jones Dome. And we start the show with Liv Morgan cutting a promo on Ruby Riott. Yes, the only Liv 1 stable is gone. Ruby just basically lost her shit with Liv, beat her down, massive face turn. She couldn't deal with Liv anymore, and they have now entered a little rivalry, which will see them partake in our opening contest of the evening. Not the greatest promo from Liv. She's been known to be pretty strong with her promos here. A C+ 69. It gets the crowd hotter, but the storyline loses heat, which is a shame. But because she's now a babyface, the crowd go wild. The crowd go mental for Ruby Riott, and her elaborate entrance gets a B+ 88. They got the crowd hotter, and Ruby Riott came out of it looking good. Match itself was fairly strong. It was a decent matchup that saw Ruby Riott defeat Liv Morgan in 17-15 with the Hi-De-Ho. So B78, good performance, an 85 from Ruby. She's so close to the crisp of the main event. Seen well, Liv Morgan is 63. She's okay. She's done well in this save, but we have to put the babyface over, and Liv was maybe not ready for a 17-minute match. Next up, we have a Women's Battle Royal. Now, this has every woman on the roster, obviously apart from the couple that are injured. Tori Storm and soon to be in the main roster, Lacey Evans as well. They are both hopefully back in about a month's time. We should see them for the start of the run into Survivor Series. The Battle Royal featured AJ Lee, Alexa Bliss, Aaliyah, Ali Flair, Asuka, Barbie Hayden, debuting Bianca Belair, Emma, Isla Dawn, a debuting Jinny Couture, Kairi Sane, Kavita Devi's up from developmental. She will go back down. She's now 1 appearance deal. We also have Kaylee Ray, also in the same deal as Kavita, is Killer Kelly. We've got Melissa, we've got Nikki Cross, Sarah Lee, Sarah Logan, Tanyara Conte, and Tegan Knox. And it was a terrible matchup, unfortunately, but Tegan Knox picks up the win in 9:47 in the Battle Royal. The other 4 members of the final 4 were Sarah Logan, Melissa, Nikki Cross, or other 3 members I should say, and Sarah Logan was the last elimination. Melissa, though, got the most eliminations over the course of the match, so giving them a bit of exposure on the pay-per-view on the WWE Network for $9.99 and a B- 71. Both Ali and Barbie Hayden were off their game, but really was just an opportunity to showcase the full women's divisions we've got. So each roster should approximately get 12 to 14, I'd imagine, female wrestlers. So fair depth. After the matchup, celebration with Tegan Knox, somebody we're going to push quite hard going forward, and especially at the TW 2020, where should WWE insist, should that be available in that save, I should say. Next up, we have a duo getting together. Now, I've obviously been pushing Laurel Van Ness very strongly since Chelsea Green has been under that gimmick in my show for a while. And I thought, you know what, let's try and see if we can push Deonna Purrazzo right off the bat. So, we had an angle on our show yesterday where Laurel was in a matchup and Deonna get involved. This is them just confirming they're in an alliance, and they're straight in a triple threat match for the Women's Shine Tag Team Championships. The match went well, decent wrestling, but little heat. It was Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville who defeated the Iconic duo. Unfortunately, not the Iconics in this. I'll never do that again. It's a team I really wish I pushed further, and hopefully I can do something with them before WrestleMania. But again, if there is a WWE save, expect big things from them. But the other team obviously losing was Laurel Van Ness and Deonna Purrazzo in 11:29. Other elimination was Laurel and Deonna first, then it was the Iconic Duo, giving Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville their second defence of the Women's Shine Tag Team Championships. So we'll probably keep the Tag Championships. That might be something where it doesn't matter if you're Raw or SmackDown, you'll get an opportunity for that. So the champions may kind of have like a free roam on both shows. But B77, everyone with a very solid performance there in the mid-70s, apart from Deonna, but considering it's like her first match on the main roster, she'll get there. We need to push her strong though to get her up to that elite level. Next up, we've got a promo as Bayley will challenge for the television championship. So it's just her giving a few words about the talented Rhea Ripley, just saying she's had an incredible 2022. But it's time for Bayley to make her mark like the other 4 horsewomen members. Match itself, B82, pretty good because there was no massive storyline. It was kind of put together at the last minute. But a decent matchup saw the talented Rhea Ripley defeat Bayley in 14:02 with Soul Food, 4th defence of the television championship, again gaining that some prestige. It might be something where I make her forfeit that in exchange for one of the members of a title match on the main roster. I don't know what brand any of them are going to right now, but obviously we need a second World Championship, so we'll see what we can do with that. I mean, I do have a second World Championship retired, so the switcheroo can happen, but a good win for Rhea Ripley and someone that's just unbelievably talented and just going to go to the moon with their push effectively. We're hyping up Becky Lynch versus Dana Brooke. Now, this has been long going. Dana Brooke came back from injury and just, or maybe in pregnancy, I think it might have been. But, we all know her history in this save. She's just developed really well and has been outstanding. And I feel it's quite fitting that in our last ever female pay-per-view, we've got someone that was pushed very hard in terms of Becky Lynch and someone that improved and earned her push in Dana Brooke. So B plus 84 for this co-main event of the evening. And we then have Dana just basically saying this is her time to shine. She wants back in the main picture. So B78 with her promo. A pretty damn good match there. Great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Becky Lynch picks up the win over Dana Brooke in 18:39 by submission. So B plus 86, a 91 for Becky, 87 for Dana Brooke. It still blows my mind how good she's turned out in this. And Becky will go into Raw or SmackDown with a heap of momentum. I don't know why it's not a storyline, must not be over because they have got a storyline together, so that could have been possibly a 90 rated match. Then a promo. Paige is hyping up the main event, a fatal 4-way for the Women's Championship. Sasha, Charlotte, Paige and Ronda Rousey. Who is the best of the best? We put them all together in this big massive match to end the Evolution. And a B plus 83 from Paige. She just says she started this back in NXT and she's going to take it to the next level. Over the top entrances, Charlotte Flair gets a Ric Flair-esque entrance, similar to the one at WrestleMania she had that was similar to her dad's, just something over the top, which is an A89. And the champ gets one as well, Sasha gets one, she's coming out of the limo, Snoop Dogg's playing that song, she's dead hyped, the fans are hyped. This is it, the last ever women's pay-per-view match, or an all-women's pay-per-view, and it delivers an A90. So I think that shows the women can certainly main shows, which is still going to be the plan, but considering where they were and where we've got them to, I'm absolutely proud of that, and it shouldn't be as much a journey in the new game because they'll already be at a good level, but I'm really happy with the women's evolution that I've had here. Similar to everything else, we will round this up after like WrestleMania 39, we'll document through all our history, going through 6 years worth of title lineages and stuff like that. Is going to be fun and really interesting to look back on and see certain decisions. But it's a good wrestling match, decent reaction from the crowd, and Sasha picks up the win over Paige, Ronda Rousey and Charlotte in 29:43 when she got the pinfall on Paige with a wheelbarrow bulldog third title defence for her of the Women's Championship. She will go to either Raw or SmackDown as that champion, and then we'll do something for the other belt. 93 for Ronda, 91 for Sasha, 83 for Paige, and an 80 for Charlotte. Of course, Charlotte slowed down by that injury, so that's why I kind of wanted to make it a 4-way, but delighted with that. And end of the show, I just thought it was really fitting that we took many members of our kind of break kayfabe a wee bit like they would do in real life. So the 4 members of the 4 horsewomen in Sasha, Becky, Charlotte and Bayley, they're all in the ring. Paige is in the ring, Rhea Ripley's in the ring, Ronda's in the ring, and so is Dana, and they all just kind of like hold hands and like celebrate to the crowd, and the crowd goes wild. You know, you get that kind of thing. So you've got the 4 women that really took it to the next level. You've got Paige who kind of started it, Rhea who's going to take it to the next level after this, Ronda Rousey who took it up a notch with her star power and what she's done in UFC, and Dana Brooke who came from nowhere to be an absolute star in this save. So I felt like a nice wee fitting thing there to do. A93, absolutely delighted with that. Dana underperformed, Ronda was a star, Bayley underperformed, but good stuff there for Bayley and Becky. And another women's show, A92 on a full women's card is absolutely stellar. Absolutely, I'm trying not to swear there, fantastic performance by all the women. I'm really proud of. But obviously I know it's a computer game, but they've really come on in terms of their development, and I'm a proud dad right now. Obviously Peyton Royce overused, Deonna Purrazzo overused, that's fine, we need to get him over somehow, but for that I'm really happy. As I say, there will be obviously the Mae Young Classic, but because they're going to Raw and Smackdown, I will need to put the men on the show just so they don't start moaning about not being on a pay-per-view card or an event card, so they'll be in like hundreds of random 10-man tags, etc. So it won't technically be an all-women's pay-per-view. So post-event, we have Solo Darling with SWG, Axel Dieter Jr. Revealed he likes working opening matches, that's fair enough. TNA had no surrender, which drew 9,000 fans, but there's your difference, they draw that 9,000 fans. Also, Jade was their main wrestler, i.e. Mia Yim. El Texano and Roderick Strong was their main event. But you compare that, and then 61,000 at the Edwards Jones Dome for Evolution. So that was class. And Tom Pritchard's with NXTW, that's fine. So quite a few things to look at here. So that deal is expiring, that's fine, that's already been taken care of. Cesaro I'm letting go because he is declining physically and it's trimming the roster. Dana Brooke wants more wins, so does Sarah Logan, so does AJ Lee. Evolution got a 49.74 on TV. Again, the reasons for the big event, big send-off on the network. Lots of people would just feel that would be perfect. Rhea Ripley doesn't like Kairi Sane. Sasha likes Tegan. Paige likes Tegan, this is why I'm getting on this. And then I've yet to delete the show before. How dare they write off 2 of my NXT call-ups to give us some depth. So overall, very happy with that. I'm now going to go ahead and move across some of our female stars to both Raw and SmackDown. I'm just trying to think. Since you last joined us, we have released people. Harold Plocek came through our academy, he's gone. Just say academy, I know it's developmental or whatever. We're signing Joe Henning, that deal's done. Released Alison Danger, Colby Carino, Carly Perez. Luke Harper, just get rid of them, so we don't really need them for anything. Alexander Wolf, Axel Teacher is gone, so the new White family is pretty much done and dusted. How it went from Strowman, Harper, Corbin, and Bray to then the one that had Harper, Killian Dane. Killian Dane's gone as well, I'm sure. Dinister's gone, Toros is gone. Wasn't using them, so there's no point in keeping them. Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, Noam Dar as well. He wanted to leave, so he's gone. Yeah. Doesn't show you ones that have just left without their contracts renewing, because Triple H is gone as well. His contract was up. I wasn't really using him as a character. I just plan to use Shane McMahon and find them. There we go. Triple H unemployed. Shane McMahon and William Regal, and probably Renee Young is my main characters on screen. So that's it for the Women's Evolution show. As I say, the women will now get assigned and have to do a 1 week programme so we can get them ready for the September pay-per-view, which is Night of Champions. Both Raw and Smackdown will be involved. Thankfully I've only got 2 shows to book to it, so it should be quite quick for me to do. Then on to Hell in a Cell after that, but co-branded and really looking forward to it. So as I say, get that to look forward to. A couple of pay-per-views after it. Do my usual in October and November. We will have like the Cruiserweight Classic, etc. All those events will be in. We can finish off our year in style with those kind of tournaments and see who gets the relative wins. As I say, at the end of the series, we'll look back on all 6 years of booking and see what crazy decisions we made, and we'll have like a wee Hall of Fame thing as well. I think I'll do that before Mania, so I'll maybe do like either a double upload where we'll have Hall of Fame ceremony and just everybody that it recommends doing a Hall of Fame will just go in, and then we'll do Mania, because Mania could be a 40-50 minute video. It's going to be a stacked card when we get there. Nothing booked in at the moment, so if anybody's any ideas or suggestions, don't be afraid to pop them up in the comments section. We can look over them and we can see if we can make it work. But as always, cheers for watching, it's much appreciated. The feedback that's been given is much appreciated as well. Any comments on this series, your own series, your plans for TEW2020, what you're looking forward to about the game, what you're not looking forward to about the game, let me know. And if you're new around here, may as well hit that sub button, drops these videos in your inbox, and when that new game comes out, you're going to get a lot of content. There'll also be some stuff on Twitch when a new game comes out, so same as it is on here, 21 max. Well, I do want to kind of split, half on here, half on Twitch, but we'll see what works. And because the thing is, if I do it on, I might even try live streaming on here, because again gives the opportunity for the archive stuff, so the people that are used to me being on YouTube will still get that. But that's my plugs. One more actually. Crew Dog Software Forums keeps you updated on the new game, and the Fantasy Bookers subreddit for more people's content. But yeah, just watching, much appreciated as always for taking the time of your day. Hope you have a lovely evening, day, afternoon, whatever you may be, what time it may be. It's 1 AM here, so I am now going to do the sensible thing and fire on some music and keep booking, because that's how I roll. Cheers, take it easy, see you soon, bye bye.